Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Love Lab. Tonight, you guessed it, we're frying chicken. I am so excited. I've been looking forward to this. Don't worry, you are not late. You know, chicken takes time. We're going to talk about it. And I had to get started a little early because you can't just stand here and just have all the chicken ready to, just raw waiting on you. So, welcome. This is the best time of the week. So first of all, I'm going to start off, give some folks some time to join. I want to share some things with you. First of all, we have decided, Team Chef Lorious, that would be me and Shane and Mama and Richard, have decided that we are going to be live every Thursday at 8 p.m. So every Thursday, 8 p.m., right here live from the Love Lab. So what I would like to do is I have ideas of things I'd like to cook. I want to cook things that are, everyday meals so you can see what it's really like to be cooking. But what I'd like for you guys to do is, if you don't mind, send me some comments on my page or send me a message and say, hey, would you make this? Would you make that? And if it's something I know how to make, I'll make it. And if I don't know how to make it, I'll learn how to make it, okay? Or maybe I have some other version of it that I cook. So every Thursday, 8 p.m., live from the Love Lab. So I'm really excited. Folks are getting on quickly tonight. This means this is happening. We're creating a pattern. I'm so excited. This is so awesome. I'm just talking for a few minutes, giving some more folks time to join. I'm like living my dream. This is great. I'm an accountant, and that's awesome, and I like that. But what I love is my heart and sharing it, and that's what I do here in the Love Lab. That's why I call my kitchen the Love Lab. So anyway, I'm really excited. It's the big party with all my friends and family, and we are going to do some chicken today. Okay, so now let's talk chicken. Okay. Okay, before I do that, let me say a few hellos. Okay, my producer, a.k.a. Shane, so you all know, writes down who's on for me in any comments. So if it seems like it's a little delayed, he's my production team right now, but that's okay. Keep watching. When we get big and when we get to the Food Network, it'll be much better. Okay, so hello, Georgia. I see you're here. Nice to see you. Hi, Danny. Good to see you. And Samora's here. And my mom is here. Of course, my mom's here, but it's a long story. She's watching today. Hey, Mom. My cousin Mickey is here. Elisa's here. And my big brother is here. So I am really excited. This is awesome. And we're going to be cooking some chicken. So what I've done for you today is the first thing I did was I pre-cooked a little bit of chicken because, the key to fried chicken, I'm going to sum up fried chicken for you in one word. Time. It takes time and patience to fry chicken. You cannot rush the process, because if you rush the process, what will happen is your chicken will burn. And it may taste good, but it won't be very pretty. Now, pretty food has never been, my end-all of-all. I have an aunt who makes amazingly beautiful food. And it tastes good too, don't get me wrong. But I want it to be pretty too, because I'm on screen now, so I need it to be pretty as well. Okay, a few more hellos. Erwin, what's up, Uncle Erwin? I love your new little nephew. He's so beautiful. Tony's here. Happy birthday, Tony. I think I saw you had a birthday this week. And Tamika, Natasha, and Becky. It's so good to see everybody. Hey, Natasha's here. Speaking of which, ladies, quick shout out. If you like jewelry, and this is Natasha Ruiz, right, Shane? Okay, right, Natasha. If you like jewelry, ladies, Natasha has an amazing jewelry thing she does. So, Natasha, put your page down there so people can take a look at it if they want to. Her jewelry is all priced really well, and it's really pretty stuff. So, just a little plug for my friend. One more plug before we get back to the chicken. Some friends of mine, I don't know if, it's basketball season, and I'm assuming there's some basketball fans on here. If you are a basketball fan, you should head over to the NBA Sharpshooters page, and I'm going to post it as well. Those are some friends of mine. They're doing this awesome little podcast, they're doing a podcast where they talk about basketball and stuff, and these guys are hilarious. They're crazy, they're hilarious, but they're really good guys. So if you want to hear some fun conversation about basketball, I'm going to post that too. Okay, so chicken time, right? Back to chicken. It takes time to fry chicken. So the first thing I always recommend with chicken is using peanut oil. I use peanut oil because peanut oil does a good job. It gets hot like you want it to, but it doesn't flop everywhere. I know that sounds really dumb, and I'm going to try not to sound dumb. It's not messy. It's not as messy as like vegetable oil or canola oil or good old-fashioned Crisco. Peanut oil. And it burns better. That's it. It burns better. I knew it would come to me. He's speaking. It burns better, and you can control the temperature better. Okay? Now, the other thing you want to do is make sure you have enough grease in your pot so that your chicken can float a little bit. Because when you first put it in, it's going to go down, but as it gets done, it's going to start to come up a little bit. See this thigh here? See that? See that thigh? This has been in here for a while because it takes time. You're going to get your oil a certain temperature. Now, some people use deep fryers. And I have deep fryers, but every time I go to use a deep fryer, something just does not work right, and I go back to what I know, okay? My husband likes the deep fryer. He does, and he's good at it. If you ever here when we have a fish fry, Shane is the man on the deep fryer. However, this is my Calabama, and if you don't know where Calabama is, head over to my blog. You'll see that I'm from California, but my people are from Alabama, thus Calabama. I just need a good old pot on the stove, and I can fry chicken. So here's what we're going to do. This is going to let this keep cooking a little bit just to make sure it's done. So you're going to start by soaking your chicken in buttermilk. Now this chicken's been soaking this afternoon. Let me get it over here for you so you can see it. I've got some wings and thighs in here. Hold on, my vegetables are done. I've got some wings and thighs over here. Wings, thighs, legs, and some tenders. If you're wondering where I went to get the vegetables out the oven. It's dinner time. Okay, my apologies, y'all. So, you want to take your chicken, wash it up, and put it in the buttermilk. In this buttermilk, you also want to add hot sauce. Yes, hot sauce. That's why it's kind of pinkish colored. You want hot sauce in there because it's going to give your chicken some really good flavor. Now, the chicken will not be hot in the terms of just like, woo, hot to the mouth, unless that's how you want it, in which case you'll add more things to it. But this is buttermilk and hot sauce, and I'm just letting the chicken soak in there. You pour the buttermilk so the chicken is completely covered, and then add hot sauce until it looks like you want it to look. Okay? So the chicken can soak overnight even. I usually just soak it sometimes just a few minutes before I cook it. Today was a couple hours this afternoon. It's just been nice and soaking. Now here we've got some flour. You're going to take plain flour, and you're going to season your flour. Now, I've got seasoned salt, okay? You need salt. This is about a teaspoon. I'm doing my real cooking for you guys today, the real deal cooking. Like, this is how I cook for real. So I've got 1, 2, 3, basically 3 teaspoons of salt in there. This is seasoned pepper. Seasoned pepper is your friend, okay? We like seasoned pepper. And again, I'm going to put 3 teaspoons of that in there, okay? Seasoned pepper is the best. I'm telling you, you can do so many fun things with seasoned pepper. Okay, and then here we've got, you can just hold that there, Shane, and I'll bring stuff in. This is some Cajun seasoning, because I like flavor. Y'all know me. I'm not going to put a ton of that in there, just a little bit. Okay? And here we have some garlic powder. Garlic powder, not garlic salt, because you're using seasoned salt. That'll let you get the flavor of the garlic in there without over-salting your food, okay? Garlic powder, not salt. And this garlic powder comes with a little parsley in it. Okay? I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of that. And then my favorite seasoning, cayenne. I love cayenne. But I won't make it too hot. So I'm just about maybe a half a teaspoon, that may be a real teaspoon, but whatever. Okay, you saw it. Take my handy whisk here and then just mix it all up. I like using a whisk to mix these things up instead of a spoon because it does a really good job of getting everything, all these seasonings in there friendly with each other. You know, everything's got to be friends in the kitchen. And these are friendly. This is so much fun. If you guys have any questions while we're doing this, feel free to ask, okay? I'm going to put a little more seasoned pepper in here because I think it should have a little more black. There we go. Okay. See that? And that's your seasoned flour. Now, you can also buy a seasoned flour already in the store. You can buy some that are already, you know, ready and all that good stuff. But this is how you do it if you want to do it yourself. I'm going to add a little more cayenne because I just love cayenne, you know. And sometimes I make chicken and waffles. Some of you have been to my house for chicken and waffles before. When you make chicken and waffles, I use a lot more cayenne. I make it nice and spicy, but I'm not doing that today. Okay, so here we've got our chicken and the buttermilk. So we're going to get out a wing, right? 1 wing. We're going to put it here. See, I'm just putting some chicken in here. This is a leg. You can put this in a bag and shake it. There's all kinds of things you can do, however you want to get it on here. I'm doing this for ease of presentation tonight, okay? You're going to do that. Then you're just gonna flour it real nice. Flour it however you want. Shake it up. It does not matter, okay? Whatever works for you. But just make sure you get it coated. And don't be shy with it. You know, don't do that little thing where they just lay it and turn. No, I mean, put that baby in the seasoning. You know what I mean? Because this is going to taste good. And if you're saying I didn't put any salt in here, I did. I used seasoned salt, okay? Because that gives you some good flavor. You can just salt and pepper your chicken, though, and it'll still be good. Okay, and now, you see this? Okay, here we go. Ready, Shane? We've got hot oil. Boom. Now, the key to this is making sure that your oil is not too hot. If your oil is too hot, your chicken will burn, it will be black, and you'll have to keep cooking it. It'll get black because it won't be done, but you'll want to take it out. Okay, we've got a question here. Natasha is saying how much flour and how much buttermilk. So for buttermilk, Natasha, what you want, you just want to use as much buttermilk as you need to cover your chicken. There's not an exact measurement on that. You just keep putting buttermilk in there until your chicken is covered, okay? Now, as for the flour, this is about 3 cups of flour that I started with here. And I say about 3 cups that I started with because frequently when you're doing this, sometimes you may need more. The thing though is once you season it up, you really can't use it for anything else. So in an effort just to try to not waste it, I just kind of start with 3 cups like this. And then I add to it as I go. Now remember also with chicken, you know, chicken has the whole salmonella thing. So once whatever flour you don't use, you should definitely discard it, okay? Yeah, some people say it doesn't matter. Oh, I see Tremaine is here and Mark Martinez. Wow, hi Mark. We went to high school together. Nice to see you. You don't want your oil to be too hot. Now, what I'm going to show you that I also do when I'm frying it like this. Now, this is a benefit of frying it with a deep fryer. You can monitor the temperature of your oil better. This is a kitchen thermometer I use when I'm making breads and I'm checking yeast temperatures and things like that. Just check the temperature of your oil. So all you got to do is just hold this in there. You can get these anywhere. And you really don't want your oil to go over 375 degrees or so. I usually get mine around, I try not to go over 350 or so. But see how this is going up now? It's at 300. When you put the chicken in here, it will cool the oil off. So it's okay if the oil is a little hotter at first and then it comes down. So this is about 301. I like this temperature of the oil. It will take time for the chicken to fry. It will take time, but it won't burn, okay? Now while that's frying, I'm going to show you some chicken that I already fried up so that you can see. See this? This is a wing. Here's a thigh, a leg. I hope Shane doesn't reach over this camera and eat this chicken now. And it's crunchy. I hope my friend Ashley watches this. Ashley is obsessed with the crunch. Ashley, crunch. You see that? Anybody who likes crunch is crunch. Now, the other thing you're probably wondering is, how do you know when the chicken is done? That's a great question. There's 2 ways you can tell the chicken is done. The first one is, my mom always said, when it floats, it's done. What does that mean? If your oil is high enough, when the chicken is done, it literally will come up and you can kind of push it a little bit and it'll float in the oil. Sometimes with legs, what you find is there's so much meat at the end of the drumstick that it's weighted down. So like the back of the thing, okay, imagine this is the drumstick, right? Here's the meat, here's the stick part. It's like this sometimes in the oil because this part's not done cooking. That's okay. That's a good sign, though. It means this part is done, this isn't. So just wait for this part to lift up a little bit, and that's when you know it's done. If the oil is thick enough as well, you can kind of spin the chicken in there to make sure that it gets done all the way around. If you can't use this much oil, and say you have just a skillet or your oil is down to here, just make sure you turn your chicken so that you can have it even on all sides, because you don't want it to be like super dark on one side and then light on the other side. I see Steve is here, Sue's here. Oh, there's all kind of people here. Hello, everybody. It's a party. I love it. It's a party. Okay. Okay. I'm going to compose myself, and I'm going to act like a real chef. So the other way you can find out if your chicken is done is with a knife. And what you do, and it's okay, this is home cooking. So remember, you don't need to stress yourself out with, oh, this is what they did on that fancy channel, and this is what I'm trying to show you how you cook when you're at home with your family and y'all want some fried chicken, okay? What you do, you take a knife and you stick it in, and if it's clear, it's done. Now you see how that's got just a little pink in it? You know what that means? That means that piece is not completely done. So this is what you do when you cook at home and it's not completely like you want it. You pick that baby up and you put her right back in the oil. Hello. And it's all good. That's real. I'm not going to tell you a bunch of fake fluff stuff about, oh, you know, you fry it for 17 minutes and then it will be good. I don't know. It might take 22 minutes. It might take 16. But I will tell you, it should float. And when you want to be sure, especially with those big pieces like thighs and legs, I always, even if it's floating, I always go back with the knife and just, all you got to do is stick the knife in there and just pull it back a little bit. Because you don't want to just like, you know, open it too much, because if you open it too much, then all the juice is going to come out. That's not fun. But you just a little bit, and then you'll look in there and see, and if it's all clear, it's good. If it's a little pink, put it back in. Chicken is nothing to play with, okay? Make sure your chicken is done. And that's what we do. So here, back to the chicken. Let me see, we got a couple comments here. Sue Jung says she wants that chicken. Anytime, Sue, and so does my brother. Why, thank you, big brother. It's good. It's good. Now, these, let me tell you guys, look at these tenders here. Okay, tenders fry very quickly. You got to watch them. These babies will dry out on you. See that? Look at that tender. Oh, that looks good. See this one? I know I'm just demolishing them, but they are so, ooh, I want to taste it. You guys know how much I love tasting. And oops, that happens at home too. Okay, let me see. This looks good. Ooh, it's good. Thank you, Jesus, for chicken. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta swallow. Y'all know I don't take pretty lady like bites. But this is it. Now here's the piece that was giving us a little trouble that wasn't done earlier. See, I just put it back in and let it cook some more. And it's gonna be fine. Now with timing, thighs take a long time to cook. Thighs and legs take time. They're big pieces of meat, and you just got to give time. Do not, I urge you, do not resist the temptation to turn the heat up to make it fry faster. All you will do is burn the chicken. Now, while this is finishing, I'm going to show you what else we're having for dinner tonight. Because, you know, we do not eat like this all the time. So don't tell me in my comments, Lori, this is so unhealthy, I can't believe you guys are eating. We do not eat fried chicken most times. In fact, I think I would almost say, gosh, Jane, what, we have fried chicken maybe 3 or 4 times a year? That's probably as much as I fry chicken. Because as much as I love it, you can't eat like this every day. And you really can't eat like this every week. But when you do, make it good. Don't skimp with it. Don't go halfway. I mean, make it good. Okay, hold on. I got a couple comments. Let's see what we've got. Are we going to put this on YouTube? Yes, I will put this on YouTube. Most of my YouTube videos, I try to keep them to 4 minutes or less. This one will be a little bit longer because I can't really chop it up because I'm talking. But anyway, yes, it will be on YouTube. Now, we're also having macaroni and cheese tonight. There's a video on YouTube of how to make macaroni and cheese. This is good mac and cheese. And, okay, hold on to your horses. Mom, you're going to hate that you're missing this tonight. Roasted Brussels sprouts. And you're thinking, why in the world is this girl making roasted Brussels sprouts? I'm going to tell you something. I discovered Brussels sprouts about maybe a year ago. Ooh, them things is good. I mean, they're good too. And you know how I like to cook them too. Now, these I just roasted. One day I'm going to do a video on this Brussels sprouts. I like to make them with bacon. And if you flash fry your Brussels sprouts, don't talk about frying. Hear me out, please. If you fry your Brussels sprouts, you flash fry them really quickly. No batter, just flash fry them. Oh my Lord, they're really good. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Craig, as in Craig and Ashley. Craig, tell Ashley that the chicken has crunch. I was just talking about her and the crunch. So, what I was saying to you guys about Brussels sprouts, oh my goodness, they are so delicious when you cook the Brussels sprouts. Anyway, we're not doing Brussels sprouts today, but we're having Brussels sprouts for dinner. I want to do a Brussels sprout video one day. Okay? And see how this chicken is just taking time? That's why I did some early for you guys to see. Okay, this is the one that was out earlier. We had to put it back in. We're going to let it cool for a second. It sure is pretty, though. I tell you that much. It's nothing like some pretty chicken. And look at these tenders here coming out. will be some good eating tonight. And you know the best thing that goes with chicken, in my opinion? Waffles. Oh yes, chicken and waffles. One of my girlfriends told me I should make a chicken and waffles video. Maybe. I decided to do it in phases, so I'm doing chicken. Maybe I'll do waffles next week. I don't know. You guys tell me what you want to see. Send me messages, tell me what you want to see. And that's what we'll do live. Again, if you just joined, we're going to be live every Thursday. Okay, come on, chicken. There we go. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., we will be live here in the Love Lab. Send me things that you'd like to see me cook. You see how this is coming out? Now, what you'll notice is I've taken out the tenders, but look at this wing. This is this floating thing I was telling you about. Look at this. You see how this wing is floating? Look at that. See? See how she's just floating around? Hey. She's having a ball. She's done. Okay? I'm going to put her here. And we've just fried up some chicken. So I have more chicken that I'm going to make here tonight for my family. We're going to have a heap of chicken. But I wanted you guys to see some quick pieces from start to finish. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Comments in the comment section. Even if you're watching this on a replay, I will go back. I always go back and read comments as they come in. Even a week later, sometimes there's comments. I still read them and respond to them. So please ask any questions you have. You can message me on my page. Let me give you some contact information. You can catch me here on Facebook at the Chef Lorious page. I will point the videos over here to my personal page for now, but we're getting there. So you can always ask me questions on my Chef Lorious page. You can email me at cheflorious@gmail.com. Okay? You can, what's the other thing? Yeah, you can message me here on Facebook or anything. Any questions, ideas, suggestions, anything you're thinking, let me know. If you have any general cooking questions also, I'm more than happy to answer those. Just remember, the key to fried chicken is time and patience. Don't rush the process. Otherwise, you'll get ugly black fried chicken, super dark. I could show you some. It really is not pretty. Okay? Well, I think that's it. We're at about 20 minutes. That's what I'm aiming for with these live sessions, to keep them under a half an hour. Thank you. Okay, my husband is telling me something. What kind of oil? Peanut oil. Peanut oil. What's that fancy word we used earlier, Shane? I keep forgetting. It doesn't splash as much. It heats well. It's not messy. It burns better. That's it. I got to get my fancy cooking word. It burns better. Yes, that's it. It burns better. Okay? So, keep it up frying chicken. Show them that pan over there one more time so they can see what it looks like to have some good old fried chicken. And it's good. I tasted that tender. It's really good. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for today's Live from the Love Lab. I will see you all next Thursday at 8 p.m. Same place, same time, 8 p.m. Have a wonderful week. Hey, Miss Diana, watch the replay. I will definitely post this video. Ask any questions you have. Please go to YouTube. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Thumbs up on the videos. Please go to Facebook. Like on Facebook. Have a great day, guys, and happy cooking.